Hi everyone. So today I just finished reading this book like literally 5 minutes ago, and I'm really excited to do a review on it. It's called Waiting for You, and it's actually, weirdly enough, the same author that wrote the last book that I reviewed, Something Like Fate. So make sure to check out that video if you or if you like this author, then both of those reviews are for you. So this book is a love story. I mean, obviously. And I really did like this book. It was a pretty quick read. I think it took me maybe like a day or two to read this. I mean, I'm a pretty fast reader, but it's like it goes by quickly. So this is great. It's great to get you in the mood for summer. It's not a summer romance, but at the same time, it's set in kind of like a beachy town. So Marissa, she's starting her sophomore year of high school, which is kind of unusual because like usually it's like senior year or freshman year, or like it's never really junior year or sophomore year. So I like that because I'm going to be a sophomore next year. So Marissa really wants a boyfriend because she's never had a boyfriend. Her freshman year, she had really bad depression. She was just born that way. She had low happy hormones in her. So she was depressed the year before, and she doesn't really have that many friends. I mean, she has a best friend named Sterling, and Sterling's a girl. I was like halfway through the book before I realized that Sterling was a girl. I thought she was like a gay guy or something. But anyway, Sterling's a girl, and so she's never had a boyfriend either. And so they start out, and Marissa, things aren't going great for Marissa. She realized that there are some problems with her parents. Like, her parents are having some problems, and there's this guy named Derek that she really, really likes, but he doesn't seem to have the same feelings for her, and so that kind of makes her sad. And then she also ends up reconnecting with her neighbor named Nash. Nash is a boy, and he's kind of geeky. He's like really, really smart. And they were good friends when they were younger, but then they kind of like lost touch like throughout middle school and high school. So she kind of reconnects with him through because they're lab partners. Nash kind of falls in love with Marissa and tries to kiss her, and she's kind of like, no, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't feel the same way about you, and things kind of get awkward between them, and so they kind of have to stop being friends, and then she realizes that one of her parents has cheated on the other one, and Sterling, her friend, has this like weird thing where she's like 16 years old, but she's like obsessed with older guys. Like, she will not date anyone under 20, which is weird. Like, that's not normal. And she like talks to guys online and stuff, and it's so creepy. But it kind of turns around and ends up biting her in the butt like later. But anyways, that's just a little side story. And Sterling's like obsessed with this like creeper that she met online. And so she's not really much help. But things kind of start to pick up with Marissa because Derek, the guy that she had a crush on to begin with, and ends up like asking her out, and so that's good for them. But basically, as the story progresses, she just kind of she sinks into depression a couple times. Oh, do you guys want to meet my dog? Where's my dog? Carolina. Oh! Her name's Carolina. Her tongue can't fit in her mouth. It's too long. Hi, Carolina. Anyways, So she basically, so Marissa is dealing with all of that, and there are some twists in the story, especially with her and Derek's relationship and her relationship with Sterling and her parents, and she kind of just has to pull herself up through depression and just has to say, you know, like, this is what's right for me and this is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's basically it. I really enjoyed this book. It was I totally forgot one of the most important parts. Okay, so there's this like webcast guy at Marissa's high school, and he's like, his name's Dirty Dirk. Is that it? Dirty Dirk. Oh, it doesn't say. I think it's Dirty Dirk, but it's a weird name. But he has this like underground web show that like all the high schoolers listen to, and he basically is like the voice behind the high school. He says like, yeah, our principal sucks. Like, Miss Jones is an awful teacher or whatever. Or guess who was making out with who? And he's just like a really good DJ radio caster guy. But nobody knows who he is. And Marissa almost like falls in love with Dirty Dirk because she feels like he can really understand her and understand her problems. But when you find out who it is, that's another one of the twists. I don't know, I kind of knew who it was from the beginning. I was like, oh, that's Spotted. No. Maybe that's just me, but yeah. And I hope you guys are having a fabulous day.